The 43 here, second down and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. So the completion good for 7 there. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the draw, here's Jeanty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Strickland. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Check, Panther.
The drive will begin with a run by Genti. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ashton Genti, 60 yards.
And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 5. And the Raiders first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Second and 4. At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bass. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, ready?
First down, Raiders.
Come on. Yes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Fix the eagle. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. It's Bass. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Gets through, and now an opening. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14-7. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Cooper. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2nd down and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 53 yards. And the Steelers
Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Strickland. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Darnell Washington
from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage. Offense is moving a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. 19 Tigers, 18 Pioneers, 19 Titans, 19 Titans, 19 Lions. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Strickland. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Come on.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On the give, Jeanty. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
1970.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Come on, 18, right here, 18.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 average. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Travis Hunter, a touchdown on a kick return, and now run through the air. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Operating from the gun, Strickland.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Looking to throw. Strickland. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vance. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Strickland. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll go again with Jeanty.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught by Hunter.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Steelers first down. First
Come on,
and
come on.
goal at the 7-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Get it? Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
handoff to Jeanty.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ashton Jeanty saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Steelers 45, Raiders 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Strickland.
That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 19-18.
Looking to throw. Strickland.
Quick toss to Knox.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Back to throw again. Completes it right side to Cooper. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Steelers.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And his throw here is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Marvin Mims,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Ready! Ready! 77 look.
On the give, Genty.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
Go! Bronco 80. Viking 18. Lions.
Once again, it's Genty.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The run straight ahead with Genty.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Tag! Cowboy 80! Go.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try to run for it with Genty.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year. And boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is cool.